Well, I got some of my Stanley ratchets all lined up. I'm going to open them up, show you what's inside of them. If you have any of these ratchets and you want to clean them out, at least you'll know what you're getting into. It isn't bad, really, except for this guy, the 120 tooth model. I cannot for the life of me figure out how to open it up. Usually there's a clip around here, or screws like you see here. Usually self-explanatory, but this one is difficult to say the least. Even the half-inch model I've looked at, I have no idea. Something, maybe it's clipped together permanently, I don't know. But I'm going to open up these four. They're all 3/8 inch. I have the extendable handle flex head, the 45 tooth that came in my 201 piece set that I bought 2007, I believe. They came with all three sizes: quarter, 3/8, half. This one that came with excuse me. This one that came with my 3-drawer box that has quarter, 3/8, and half. It is a 54 tooth. And here's the latest one I have, the 72 tooth. And it came with a quarter, 3/8, and half. So, yeah, like these right here, the first three have the tiny little button for releasing the indent, the socket and everything, which kind of a pain in the ass. But this last one, the 72 tooth, has a much thicker button, which feels a lot better when you press it, and a much lower profile switch. The first two are fine with their switch. They're about the same. I've never had a problem switching over accidentally with that. Now this one, that one's a honker. Look at the size of that switch. It comes over big time on the other side. Now this one, I try not to use as a ratchet unless I have to, because it'll, when you're ratcheting, it will switch over middle, other side even, accidentally. So I'm glad I got these alongside my 120 tooth. Anyway, let's see what's in this one. I don't think I ever took apart this one. So I think this one is a 45 tooth, just like that one that came with the 201 piece set. Let's see. Let's take it off this way. There we go. Yep. Looks just like it. Here's the gearing right here. I never greased it, so. And there we go. Here. There's that ball at the bottom. Right there. Helps with the switch. All metal, which is always good. What you want in a ratchet. And I'll show you one that is not all metal, which I am yelling when I found out about it. I'm yelling, Stanley, what the hell are you doing? Okay, here's the oldest ratchet that I have here. Not the oldest ratchet I have. That one is that Popular Mechanics one that you'll see in another video I have. One of my first videos down memory lane. There you go. And in this one, same exact thing. It looks like the guts can be exchanged between the two. It sure looks like it. Yep, the ball bearing in there, just like the other one. The switch. Now this one I have greased. I really should clean it out and grease it again. Looks like it needs it. Might be a good idea. Okay. Now we get to the 54 tooth. It runs smooth, I'll give it that. 54 teeth, which is a little better than the 45 teeth. I will give it that. But when we get into it, get off. There we go. Oops. This is the 54 tooth gearing. I have greased this one. And it's got, let me take the pawl out of here. I took this apart just earlier because I know it's a pain. There we go. Yeah. I took apart the 1/2 inch. And it's got a metal piece in here. Yeah. Pawl. There we go. That's metal. The switch, the actual switch is metal. But this part right here, what were you thinking, Stanley? It's plastic. Come on. I've had quite a few of your ratchets, and I've never been as disappointed as with this one. Luckily, now let me actually I'm gonna put this back together because it is a pain if it's not. There we go. Yeah, I put axle grease in this one. I'm like, yeah, why not? Because there we go. Because if they're gonna fuck around with the plastic innards, why not? Come on, this thing. See, and this is why you don't take apart ratchets unless you know what's going on inside. Because if you mess one little thing up, it messes up the whole ratchet and it won't work. Oh, I got it in there. There we go. Let me put this one back together because this one could be a pain. There we go. Pain when it's apart. Okay. Then we'll get to the 72 tooth ratchet. I've taken apart the 1/2 inch 72 tooth ratchet, so I know what I'm getting into with that. There we go. Oops, that one fell on the floor. Yeah, the pawl. It's okay. There's the right there, and the switch. They went back to metal. They went back to metal. And there that one goes. And the spring is right there. Good. Yeah, let me pause the video and get the pieces. I'll be right back. Okay, there we go. Got the pieces. And on all these ratchets, it looks like, yeah, like, well, the last two, the pawls have a lot of material to hold on to the gearing. Now see, like my 45 tooth does not have a whole lot of gearing. A whole lot of, what do you call it? A whole lot of surface. to hold on, but the 1/2-inch drive of this one helped me remove suspension on an 86 Camaro that was stuck. Those big bolts that hold on the front struts, it did no problem. So a lot of people that are actually worried about the surface area of the teeth, for some reason the teeth are not the most fragile part of the ratchet like everyone would think. I think that's why for such a long time companies did not make a high tooth ratchet, because they're afraid of the teeth breaking. Everyone's thinking the teeth are going to break, but they worked that out, and the 45 tooth ratchet there, that's pretty strong. I've had that for a while. This set was my go-to ratchet for a long time. Before I got this and that one there, well, that's also 45, but the 54 and the 120 and all that. So the teeth are actually not that bad. Every time you see a stress test on YouTube on a ratchet, usually it's that part that fails, that breaks off way before the teeth break. So yeah, it's a lot. Oops, there we go. It's a lot stronger than we think. Anyway, if you're interested, I'm gonna start putting these back together. Put the spring in there. Put this, looks like an E-clip, and let me see. Great, and then the light. There we go. Aha, I remember that's how it goes. Okay. And that's right, because I took apart the 1/2-inch, which meant that my big-ass hands fit a lot better in the 1/2-inch. Oh, I do not want to see how I would be. There we go. Putting back together the 1/4-inch. I'll do it if I have to, but that will not be fun. Oh, sorry. I was out of... There we go. Out of view of the camera. Nope. That was not it. Give that back. Okay. There, that should do it. Just go there, up. And always test it out before you bolt it down. That's with anything really. Working on your car, working on anything. Always test it before you put the whole thing back together. Because the worst part of any kind of repair is putting it back together. Then you gotta take it all apart again. Yeah, that one's back together. Anyway, so you know how these ratchets look inside if you have an old one, like that one. I'm sure many of you have, just laying around. So anyway, yeah, I like the Stanley ratchets. They're not the most advanced in the world, but I don't give two rats' asses. Anyway, thanks for watching. Like, subscribe, and all that jazz.